Hello everyone, this is Amritpal Singh. I'm here to present another video on Apache Kafka. In this video, I'll be discussing about the basic setup and how we can make use of Apache Kafka with the command line interface. Okay, so the today's objective will be like how we can do the little practical with the Kafka on the command line. I'm using my regular Ubuntu machine 18.04. So the requirement for this little practical or demo is you should be having Apache Kafka configured and should be having Zookeeper configured. In case if you are joining me in this video, I simply request you to please visit my playlist of Apache Kafka, in which I have already have explained how we can configure Kafka on the Ubuntu. Okay. So you can see that I've already listed the steps which is required for this little practical. It's quite straightforward practical, nothing complex, just some set of commands we need to run on our system to get the things done. So you can see that we are having 6 steps for this practical. So the objective of this practical will be I need to create one producer. I'll not be creating, first we need to send some messages and it will be received by the other side, right? So producer will be producing some messages and through the Kafka it will be sent to the your consumer. Okay, as I've already explained the 3 major actors which are there in this today's practical in the previous video in the Apache Kafka terminology. Let me just recall that. We have the first point is we have a producer. Producer is nothing but an application which sends data. Then we have a Kafka. Kafka is nothing but a broker, right? Because producer and consumer can't interact with each other straight away. They need some intermediate thing which is called broker. So Kafka we have as kind of a agent or a broker through which the producer and consumer integrate. And then we have a consumer. So as the name indicates, consumer is an application which gonna receive the messages, right? So I can say that this Kafka architecture is nothing but a kind of a push pop architecture, because the producer will be keep on pushing the data. Okay, it will be staying at the server, Kafka server, which we call it as broker, until and unless it is requested by the consumer, right? So this data will be always be associated with the one topic. Topic is nothing but a unique name given to the data, because in the case of the Kafka broker or server, we can have millions of messages. So how the Kafka will recognize which message is for which consumer? So every messages or every data will be associated with the one unique name which we call it as topic. Okay, and so these are some of the terminologies that we're gonna use in today's video, although I've explained in a separate video of Apache Kafka terminology. So how to do it? We have 6 steps only. You can see on the screen. I've already listed in this text file. First, we need to initialize the Zookeeper. As you all know that Zookeeper is a prerequisite for Apache Kafka. So in a separate window, a separate terminal, we need to initialize my Zookeeper. In another terminal, we need to initialize my Kafka server with this command. And third step will be we need to create a topic, because to initialize any communication, we require some base. So this base will be my topic, which is a unique name given to that messages, because under that topic the messages will be transmitted. Okay, the fourth step is just a additional step, optional step. If you want to see whether just to verify that whether your topic been created or not, you can list the topic. If the topic name is available in that list, we can say that the topic is successfully created. Then we can send the data using the producer by running the producer with this command. And last, we can now consume the messages through this last command, which is through the consumer. So these are 6 set of commands available for this little practical. So let's start with this. First of all, please open up your terminal. Okay, so first thing we require is we need to go to the Kafka home. Okay, with this cd Kafka home, because I have already configured my Kafka and the path has already been specified in the bash rc, so that's why it should recognize my Kafka home. Okay, fine, good. First thing is we need to now run my Zookeeper. So simply copy the command and paste it here. Press enter. You should see here some things going on. So it means you can see if you are getting this message binding to the port 2181, it indicates that it is successfully started. Now open up the new terminal, and then here again go to the Kafka home and run the command which is listed in the second step. You need to now initialize my Kafka server. Okay, copy here, and we need to just paste the command here. Done. again you will see something going on in the screen. So it indicates that everything is working fine, right? Now third step is you need to create a topic, okay, through which the communication can take place. Again, open up the third terminal and again go to the Kafka home and run this command. So what this command indicates, kafka-topics.sh. In all the three commands, one thing is common, that we are making use of a script command, one script file, right? Which is because it is ending with .sh. You will find all these files under the bin directory of Kafka home. Okay, first we are indicating that we have a one parameter called zookeeper. As I already have explained, for a proper functioning of the Apache Kafka, zookeeper is important, right? And it actually listen on the port number 2181. This is my local host, right? This is my local host here. So localhost colon port number. Okay, it's kind of a socket now. Then we use a parameter called create. And next point is replication factor. So what is replication factor? Because under the topic, the data can be large, okay, and we cannot actually process the data as such. So we need to first divide the data into multiple partitions. That's why we have specified partitions 1. You can choose any number, that how many partitions you want. Okay, first the data will be divided into smaller parts, and the further those parts will be further replicated, right? So that indicates that's replication factor. So replication factor means how many times that partitions will be replicated, right? And then this is the topic is my keyword or a parameter, and this is the topic name, unboxing big data. So this is the command we need to now run. Copy here and go to this terminal, the third one which you have opened, and run this command. Okay, you get a message. It indicates that it's successfully created. Good. So you can check, you can verify this whether it is available or not with this listing topics command. Again, run the command here. Okay, it is listing my, you can see it's listing my topic here. It means everything is fine till this point. Till 4 steps, everything is working properly here. Next step is to run the producer, right? Now the topic has already been created. Now we need to run the producer. So for this we are making use of this script file, which is kafka-console-producer.sh. Then we have a broker list. I've already have told you that broker is nothing but it's another name given to the Kafka server. So you can think as broker is nothing but one synonym for the Kafka server. It's another name given to the Kafka server. So by default the Kafka broker listen on the port number 9092. So these two are nothing but kind of a default port numbers, okay, which we already configured during the configuration. It's 2181 on which the zookeeper listens, and 9092 on which the Kafka listens, right? And we need to specify under which topic we need to send some data. So this is the unboxing big data which we already created in the third step. So simply copy the now command and run it here. Okay, because we already in the Kafka home, so this should run here. Okay. You will see some prompt here. It means it is now demanding you to write some data. So I'm writing my name, Amritpal Singh. Okay, so this data should be received by the consumer. So the next step is we need to open the last final terminal and again go to the Kafka home and simply write this command. Let me first tell you what's the meaning of this one. Kafka-console-consumer.sh. It is nothing but again is a script file available. Bootstrap server, they are actually it is telling like the server address. Actually they are indicating the Kafka broker's address, which is localhost :9092, and here we are specifying my topic name, because under which the producer has already sent the data, and from beginning indicates that I need to read the message from the beginning. Okay, so Amritpal Singh should be received on the other end as well. Copy this thing and just paste it here. Enter. You can see this has been received. Amritpal Singh has been received, which has been sent by the producer. I can again make you see these two terminals. This is the producer one, this is the consumer one. So this has been the same message I have received, what has been sent by the producer. So this marks the end of this video. But before I end, I need to discuss 2 more additional commands that will help you in like doing further. So let's suppose now I want to see what we have in this topic. I need to check its description. Like it is kind of a, like in the case of our DBMS, we used to write a command describe, DESC space table name, to see what my table is all about. Like in this case, I want to check what's my, like this topic is all about. So what I can do is I can open another terminal and again go to the Kafka home and write this command. Okay, you can see that everything has been mentioned here. It has shown me that what's my replication factor, what's my partition count, what's my partition leader, replicas, everything has been listed here. It's kind of a description command. Okay, and last step is, if you want to delete your topic, you can delete using this last final command. Let's suppose if you feel that it's not longer required, so simply paste it here. You will get a message that it's marked for deletion, right? So I hope the things now got clear now. So today we just discussed the basic setup, that how we can make use of Apache Kafka and how we can run some basic commands on a command line interface, right? So I hope the things will be clear. Still, if you feel something is not understood, please let me know, and just comment on this video. If you like the video, so please like share with the others as well. Thanks for watching. See you next video.